Hello everybody. So through this session we'll start our next story of first flight, that is the 100 S's part 1. However, this is a very sensitive account of how a poor Polish girl uh, treated by her classmates, uh, as she was poor and she was a little bit different from other schools. She went to an American school with other American children, and they found her a little bit different from them, so they treated her a little bit differently also. How was she treated there? What happened to her? That we'll see in the story. As far as when the story opens, it's Monday, and Venda Petronsky is not in her seat. However, nobody noticed her absence in the school because she had no friends. And usually, she used to sit in the corner of the classroom where the rough boys used to sit only, where the maximum noise used to be there, scuffling of feet used to be there, and roars of laughter when something funny is said. The maximum roars of laughter used to be from that corner, and she used to sit there. But she did not sit there because she was noisy and she was rough herself. No, actually the thing is that she used to come from Boggins Height, and Boggins Height, we think that it must be a very kind of wet and marshy place, as when she used to come early morning, her feet used to be caked with dry mud, and she used to sit there knowing about her feet, knowing about her condition, so she used to sit in that corner only. On next day also, even on Tuesday, nobody noticed her absence in the class, and but on the next day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, on the next day, then Peggy and Maddie, two girls, those who were friends also, they noticed her absence in the school, that Venda was not in the school. Actually, the thing was they were waiting for Venda Petronsky on the way to school just to make fun of her. They used to usually wait for Venda Petronsky, and then on the way they used to make fun of Venda Petronsky. That day they were waiting for Venda Petronsky and Venda had not come, and they got late because of that. So they noticed that Vanda was not in the school. If we talk about Peggy, she was the most popular girl in the school, and in room 13, the classroom, there also she was also most popular girl. She was pretty, rich, having many dresses also, and she used to sit in the front only, where other good students used to sit who used to secure good marks. She used to sit there. And if we talk about Maddie, Maddie was her best friend. Now, to talk about Venda, how was she different from other students, other kids in the school? First of all, she was a Polish, so she was having that different name, which was different from other American kids. And for American kids, it was a little bit different. Other than that, she did not have any friends. And top of that, she used to always wear a faded blue dress. Only single dress she had, which was not even ironed. Now, when these girls, although she did not have a friend, but then also many of the girls used to talk to her in short break, lunch break, recess period. They used to surround her, and they used to ask her questions, as Peggy would ask her questions, and that how many dresses she had, and Venda used to reply that she had 100 dresses. And then by mimicking only, by making fun of Venda Petronsky only, Peggy would say that definitely they would be of silk cloth only, and Venda used to accept, yes, that they are all silk also, and not only silk, as Peggy used to add that velvet too also, that yes, they are of velvet also, and further that she how many dresses, 100, how many pairs of shoes she had, 60 pairs of shoes, all lined up in closet. So everybody knows that she had only one blue faded dress. But then why does she lie? Why doesn't she accept the truth? And that's why everybody is just making fun of her. But the thing is, if we talk about why does she lie, why does she say that she had 100 dresses? Maybe she did not want to show, or she did not consider herself inferior to others. She did not want to look in front of other kids that she is somewhere down than them. So that's why only she used to say that she has all 100 dresses, all colors and all velvet and silk, all lined up in her closet. However, if we talk about Maddie, the closest friend of Peggy, she used to be embarrassed every time Peggy used to ask her such questions, because actually she is not a rich girl. She is a poor girl, but not as poor as Venda Petronsky. But she had to wear hand-me-down clothes. Hand-me-down clothes means somebody else's old clothes. She had to wear because she is also not rich. She is a poor middle class, belong to middle class family, and that's why she used to feel embarrassed whenever this dress thing or questions related to dresses are there. She used to feel embarrassed, and it's not that she used to feel bad for Venda Petronsky. No, actually there is in her mind fear. What fear is there? That she used to figure out, she used to picture herself that she is the next target of Peggy and other girls. And now then she used to picture that she is in the middle and all the girls have surrounded her, and Peggy is asking that whose dress have you worn? And then she is telling to everybody that this is Peggy's old dress which her mother had stitched, means trimmings with new trimmings, just to disguise that, just to show, so that others should not recognize that it was Peggy's dress only. So that's why she did not have the audacity, she did not have the courage to speak up in front of Peggy that you should stop asking these questions to Venda Petronsky. However, she wanted that Peggy should not ask such questions. Many a times she tried also to gather the courage that she should speak up in front of Peggy that stop these questions, stop asking these questions. But she could not muster up. She could not muster up the courage to talk in front of Peggy because she is somewhere afraid that she could be targeted next. And after that, everybody will make fun of her and they will laugh at her. So she was thinking only that if Peggy would stop teasing Venda Petronsky at her own only, she should stop teasing Venda Petronsky at her own only without anybody's asking. She should mend her ways. Now she was thinking about Venda Petronsky, she was thinking about her Venda Petronsky's all 100 dresses as she used to talk about. And then after thinking about these 100 dresses, she suddenly the thought came in mind about the drawing and coloring contest. And then she was somewhere sure that definitely Peggy was the best girl in the whole room, in the whole class, and there is nobody who could draw beautiful than Peggy. So she was certain that Peggy would be the winner of drawing and coloring contest. But then she was thinking, okay, next day, it is tomorrow only, Miss Mason, she would declare the winner of the contest. So she just was thinking that only. Next day, as they were going, Peggy and Maddie were going to school. It was drizzling, a light shower, rain only, and both were under Peggy's umbrella. So that day they could not afford to wait for Venda Petronsky because it was an important day for them. Actually, announcement related to the contest of drawing and coloring. So they did not wait and they directly rushed to the school. As they entered the classroom, they were totally surprised to see that the walls were talking about, there were pictures and pictures all around. Over 100 pictures were there, and they thought that they must be talking about uh, the drawing paintings submitted by different students only, different contestants only. And later on, when Miss Mason arrived, she also talking about, she announced, first of all she announced the winner of the boys group, which was paintings related to that were in room number 12. And then she came to room number 13 and she told that every child, every contestant has submitted one or two paintings, one or two drawings only, but one child had submitted over hundreds, total of 100 drawings, designs, and she was the winner because all her drawings were equally beautiful, and the judges used to think that anyone can be picked for as the winner. So then she declared and she announced that the winner of the drawing and coloring contest in the girls group was Vanda Petronsky. Now everybody appreciated that. All the boys, they whistled also. And talking about Peggy and Maddie also. And now Peggy was thinking that okay, she was thinking that she could draw, but actually she was saying that after seeing the pictures of Vanda Petonsky, she realized that what a real true painter used to be, and that she had a great sense of painting. And in those she saw those pictures also about which she used to talk, blue one and the green one also. And she as Vanda Petronsky used to tell, that all were in lined up in our closet. So Vanda Petronsky used to talk about these 100 paintings which she had made under dresses. So with that only, however that day she had not come, so they were waiting only that next day when Vanda would come to school, she would be given the prize. And with that only our first part of 100 dresses part 1 finishes here only. Thank you.